So, this is literally a 15-minute Earlverse in the house. You guys get to see the last steps of preparation before I hit the stage in the main room. Looking good. I only do this for the hardcore maniacs. Gonna put a little eye to puffer on. This is breaking down the fourth wall of stand-up. Hope you guys are doing well. This is only going to be 15 minutes. Then you put a little mask on. And that's it, babies. This is how I get ready. Voila. What up, Corey Wells, Ross, Dog, Sam Adams? Let's stretch it out. I can't be late at the Comedy Store. It's just the way it is. But we can talk politics in here, baby. You can talk anything you want. See, I can't risk someone not showing up and then my 12:15 spot is in midnight and I'm here doing a fucking stream to 9 people. Now, Tuesday, we're going to talk politics, baby. Hey, hit the like button if you can. Well, I don't think the roast worked out too well for Tony, so I might I might take a knee on that one. Or do you mean this Kamala? What the fuck? I mean, I don't like either side, as you guys know. So I still have a lingering cough. 2 COVID tests. I'm good. But it's about a little under 72 hours before the bullshit begins. Or before the bullshit ends, I should say. Trump seems to be going a little wacky lately. Earl and Lois, I know we are coughing at the same time. I think I've inherited Lois's cough. We are in close quarters, if you know what I'm saying. And I do my best to take care of her. She's a good woman, Lois. But Tuesday we'll do a election night stream, couple hours probably. But we don't take politics too seriously in here, guys. So, we can talk hockey and wrestling and all that stuff. Definitely Trump. Trump is a wild card. Did you see him today at one of the rallies? He's like simulating oral sex on the microphone. Kamala's not doing that. So, I think Trump is I just think Trump loves the attention. I honestly think in 2016 he ran. I really believe he didn't think he was gonna win. Just thought, "Fuck it, this will be good for The Apprentice. I can say I'm a presidential candidate, during the next, season." Um, yeah, I'm not a fan of, Kamala. She doesn't have time to do Rogan, but she'll do a liberal show like SNL. I mean, let's be honest. SNL's politics are pretty liberal, to be blunt. I mean, that's one of the few things I like about Trump. He goes into enemy territory, man. He'll do a debate on CNN, he'll do a debate on ABC. Um, you know, he'll go to that black woman's conference. I mean, look at the difference in reception that Trump got in that black woman's conference versus Kamala. So, 100% Zoom. Me and Lois coughing at the same time. Um, so we'll just alternate coughs. But yeah, I mean 100%. I mean, so she's got the time. Her thing on Rogan was I don't have the time to go to Austin. Um, but she has time to go to New York. I know I should go on stage masked up. It's just a cold. I've been tested twice for COVID. Nothing. It's not really surprising that I get sick a little more often than most people. I mean, I'm literally breathing into microphones every fucking night of my life. I'm breathing into microphones every night of my life. I don't know, like I know Ryan O'Neal and Jet Ski Johnson and Frank Castillo on the show tonight. I don't know where they've been this week. So, yeah, I mean, my guess is Kamala will be burning a hole um, through those cue cards. Um, so, I mean, it's tight. All my political friends, I just had lunch with two political friends. One's lefty, one's a righty. And they say all their sources tell them it's tight. I don't think the Puerto Rico thing is going to be as big as people made it out to be. Initially I thought so, but I feel bad for Tony because no one's saying Tony Hinchcliffe. They're just saying that comedian. And then I watched Emmett. No, was it Bill Maher, the one political guy who's always on MSNBC? I wish I knew his name. Kind of a good-looking guy. He was just really ripping Tony for how unfunny he is. But I wish I was on that panel because I would have said, "Bro, you might not like Tony, but that set, literally the same set the next night at the mothership in Austin, gets an applause break." So comedy really does vary from room to room. Um, it just does. So, um, and there's like I said, my final thoughts on Tony. It's been a couple days. No roast comic should ever go first under any condition. Um, you're just the crowd's not warmed up. I would hesitate to say that crowd had no idea who Tony was. You know, you could tell that's not a stand-up crowd. So, I mean, Tony's known in the stand-up world, but in the political world, he's virtually an unknown. So, I mean, whoever hired Tony, knowing that he goes hard on roast. I mean, if you saw the Tom Brady roast, you're like, Tony went the hardest out of anyone. You knew that's what he was going to do. Um, I mean, I thought the jokes just didn't work in that environment. Like I said, the next night at the mothership in front of a Kill Tony crowd, those jokes literally kill. Um, And I thought Tony had some funny save lines. She was like, "Hey, give me a break. I've never had to follow the national anthem before." I thought that was funny. Um, I thought the watermelon, that kind of fell flat, just because even if you think it's funny, you're not going to laugh at that joke in public. But that joke that killed Tony 24 hours later kills. Yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan's not helping win one fucking vote. He's just not. So we'll go 10 more minutes, guys. I'll give you guys an extra 5 minutes because I'm feeling it. So hit the like button, you bastards. Um, but no roast comic should go first. The crowd's not ready. They're not warmed up, especially when they think it's going to be a fucking political rally. Um, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Trump needs a joke writer. Trump's pretty funny, to be honest with you. Um, so, um, but Rogan kind of um, bashed Tony a little bit from what I saw some clip. Um, I mean, if you wanted to have a comic in there, I would have had Jimmy Dore, maybe even Bill Maher, someone who's politically savvy. I mean, I know Tony's a Trumper, but I don't know if he's politically savvy. Um, and I just think that um, it was just the wrong venue for someone of Tony's style. I mean, Tony goes hard in the paint. You need, especially going on. I had a similar. Obviously, no, I've never played in front of 20,000 people. But if you watched me on the Ric Flair roast, and that was in front of about 2,000 people, so definitely not 20, but pretty big crowd. How it worked was the first three comics were brought up by Brad Nessler, the NCAA, very famous. He's like the new Keith Jackson of NCAA football. And then they did like a really nice tribute to Ric Flair with Sting, The Rock, John Cena, people of that nature. And then they just threw me out there. And I thought I was waiting for Brad to go, "Hey, here's Earl Skakel. You've seen him from, Roast Battle or whatever." And the guy who no one saw on camera, but he's like, "Hey, dude, you're on the clock." So admittedly, my first joke or two um, didn't work like I wanted them to. So yeah, but at least Mar would know the room. And I think, yeah, you're probably right. Uh, Tony goes hard in the taint. We don't talk about people's sexuality in here. Um, but I just think I know dueling coffers. Maybe me and Lois are dueling cougars. So I just think whoever hired Tony should be fucking fired. But I guarantee you, deep down, Trump loved it. On camera, he said, "I don't know who the guy is." I bet you he called Tony and said, "Hey, good job." Um, I mean, but Tony was kind of fucked because he was the least known person on the dais. Now, if this is a comedy club, Tony's the most known person, because, oh, this is the comic. But you couldn't put Tony on after like Tucker Carlson or Hulk Hogan or Elon Musk. So Tony almost by proxy had to go first. And just you can't have a roast comic go first. It's never going to end well. Um, so just and like frankly, let's be honest, that there's a fair amount of people who do think Trump is racist. I'm not saying he is or isn't, but you don't have a comic going up there cutting race jokes. Thank you. We'll go 5 more minutes, and then Daddy has to go make some money, honey. But I'm a man of my word. I did say I would do an Earlverse tonight, and here we are. Not many comics before going on the #1 stage in the world would do an Earlverse, but I'm here for the fans. Let's hit that like button, you lazy fucks. We'll probably do a stream tomorrow and Monday as well. There'll be baby ones an hour, and then we'll fucking rock and roll on Tuesday. I don't really feel like doing a 6-hour stream, to be honest with you. And Lois is up and about. She's thrashing about right now. And just remember, I don't care who you vote for. You're a Trumpy, come on in. You're a Harris. I don't think we have too many Harris people in here, but I have been putting in the work, brother. You know, I've been really concentrating on shorts. You know, you guys never get to see Lois. Hold on. Lois be chilling right now. Hold on. Whoa. There we go. Lois is chilling right now. So this is baby Lois. She's camera ready. She knows what time it is. All right, Lois. Beat it. I got a few minutes left. She even knew to cough. Oh, yeah. She's got a partially collapsed trachea. So it's the, not that there's a good kind, but it's the kind that, you know, you can't really die from. It's just an incredibly annoying sound. So nothing can be done at her age. I don't want to give her a major surgery or anything. So, you know, we just, me and Gail, the mommy, we just try and do the best we can. You know, and you know, she got a heart murmur, and you know, the heart murmurs can be rough. I don't want to say this too loud because Lois might hear, but the dog I had before Lois, basically the dog that Lois replaced, she had a severe heart murmur, and she would have like these baby strokes and stuff. So that was not fun. Lois doesn't really have that, so you know, I'm lucky in that regard. So we got 2 more minutes, guys, before I's gots to go to the Comedy Store. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know this was an impromptu Earlverse. Ryan O'Neal is bringing me up, so it's a good time. And I think Frank Castillo and Jet Ski Johnson are also on the lineup. So it's always fun when it's just a group of friends, I know. And then tomorrow's football. Kings lost to maybe the worst team in the league, the Chicago Blackhawks, in overtime. So they still get a point, but it's not good. They should kill the Blackhawks, but they did not. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. It's a little chilly out in Los Angeles right now. So I think there's Lois. She's going back in her dog bed, not realizing that in 40 seconds I will be lifting her up in my arms, and we will be venturing up Sunset Boulevard. Let me show you what I'm wearing tonight. It's I look like a 70s pro football player, right? So, all right, I love you guys. She's funnier than a lot of people who are past, but we won't get into that now. Earl Skakel, over and out.